4 days ago, I started cold outreach. I sent, so far, 170 DMs on Instagram. Here is what I've learned, here is my results, and here is what you can do to help with your cold outreach. By the way, if you don't already know, this is my documentary series, and if you're new here, then welcome. I'm just here sharing everything that I've learned with you guys so you can simply just learn from me, because hell, we're both trying to make a successful business, and that's what I'm here to hopefully help you with through what I've done. So as I said, I basically sent 170 DMs and it's only been like 4 days, right? I have some results. From the 100 DMs, I got 7 people who saw the message. The rest of the people didn't even like look at it, and they probably haven't opened it. So whatever. And out of those 7 people, I think 5 of them said yes, 2 of them said no, and then I think the rest of the other people, they ghosted me. But one dude, he replied, and do you know, I'll tell you the story. So he said to me, he was like, I have tried these types of services before. I am not willing to spend any more money. He's straight up and he was nice about it. And I was like, okay. I acknowledged him, understood where he was coming from, and I just thought, oh, I'm going to help this guy. I'm going to see where he's at and how I can possibly help him. And so I said to him, oh, well, that's weird why that didn't work for you. Out of interest, what are you currently doing for marketing? And then he replied back. I said something else and he replied back. I think it was like back and forth like 10 times. And it was building up like a lot of value. I'd shown interest. I'd acknowledged where he is, and I'd kind of like identifying where he is and what's going wrong. And so he feels like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. And then it came to a little bit, and I didn't want to long out the conversation too much because, you know, you could end up losing them if you talk to them too long. So after some time, I said, you know what? I just got to shoot this shot. If I don't shoot the shot, I can either lose him or I can win him. I said, if you're open to having a call sometime, about the problem and how we can fix it. And then do you know what he said? He didn't say no. He said 9 a.m. is when I'm free. I can be flexible. He came back. He said, hell yeah. And we booked the call. Now, unfortunately, I didn't close him, but I got a call from outreach. And that is the goal of outreach for many of you watching this. Here's basically what I learned from that whole thing. And I'm sure you want something like that. And I've only sent 170 DMs. What I'm about to say is going to go against what all the gurus tell you to do. Let me explain. You really need to know who it is you're going for. Now, bear in mind, I've obviously only done like 170 DMs, but I'm learning pretty fast. And I understand my market because I do paid ads, right? And one thing I've learned is you really need to understand who it is you're talking to. Like, for example, is your market no BS, don't want to waste time, they're pretty skeptical, they just want to get to the point, how can you help me? That basically is what happened. And I booked that call and I didn't personalize the first initial message. And a lot of the gurus tell you to do that. I'm not saying personalization doesn't work. I'm just saying this is what's worked for me. And I didn't personalize that message at all. I didn't even send him a paragraph. I didn't even ask him, would you be interested? I'd asked him a simple question that, well, pretty much anyone can answer. Like, hi, name, just a quick one. Then I simply just asked the question about how their work is going right now, which is not like, oh, are you doing beautiful jobs now? No, it's like, are you getting work? Are you getting enough? Or are you not getting enough? Basically, that was kind of the question. And they replied, and it's that outreach message has even worked for my emails. The lesson I learned from that is ask them a simple question and then get them to say yes. It depends on who it is, but if you're doing like home improvements, for example, where it's like plumbers, landscapers, some construction or whatever, they're very no BS people. Like, they want to get to the point. Like, they don't care about who you are. They care about them way more than anyone else. If you can show them, like, you're not here to waste your time, you're just asking them a simple question. I get a lot of these personalized DMs, right? In like outreaching to me about video editing. As soon as I see that little bit at the bottom, I don't even bother reading the rest because it's just too much paragraph. And I don't have the time to be reading these long paragraphs of DMs. And neither do these business owners that we're outreaching to. They honestly just want to get to the point. If you can just hit them up with like a simple one-liner question and then just to see if you get a reply and send that to all of them, then that might work. it's worked for me and it could work for you. So go ahead, and you can do volume with that, because you could just send it to like 40 people rather than like 10 people a day. But again, with cold outreach, you need to have consistent volume. You need to do loads, because cold outreach is a numbers game, and the more you do, the more you probably get, and then you just have to do quite a lot of people. But yeah, if you found that insightful, then just comment below if you found that helpful. Remember, if you're new here, welcome to the journey. Happy to have you as a subscriber, so that would be awesome. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video.